Dear children, wish you all a pleasant morning. A little progress each day adds up to big result. Having this good thought in mind, let us put entry in today's topic. Invertebrata. What is invertebrata? The living organism which doesn't have backbone or said to be invertebrata. In the previous class, we discussed about three phylums. Do you remember? Phylum Porifera, phylum Coelenterata, and phylum Platyhelminthes. Let us continue today. Three more phylums. Phylum Aschelminthes, phylum Annelida, and phylum Arthropoda. First, let us discuss about phylum Aschelminthes. These Aschelminthes are mostly aquatic, free-living soil forms or parasitic. They are bilaterally symmetrical. Unsegmented worm. The body is usually worm-like and flattened. They are small, even microscopic. This organism is triploblastic organism. What is triploblastic? The organism having three germ layers, that is ectoderm, endoderm, mesoderm. Germ layers are formed during the division of embryo. About this we discussed in the previous class. If you want, refer to those videos. Okay. The body cavity is pseudocoelom. Pseudo means fake. It means this kind of invertebrata having false body cavity. The body is round and pointed at both the ends. The body is covered by thin cuticle. Here the sexes are separate. That is, male and female are separate. The disease caused by this organism to the human being are elephantiasis, that means swelling in the leg, and ascariasis. Ascariasis means infection in the intestine. Example for this Aschelminthes is Wuchereria. Okay, so we have discussed about phylum Aschelminthes. Roundworm is the best example for this Aschelminthes. Next, let us discuss about phylum Annelida. This group is commonly referred as segmented worm. They are found worldwide, starting from the deepest marine sediments to the soil in our city parks and yards. It is also called ringed worm or segmented worm. This organism also bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic, and first true coelomate animal. It's a first true coelomate animal. The body is externally divided into segments called metameres. The body has got segments over it called metameres and joined by ring-like structures called annuli. They are joined by the ring-like structures called annuli. Here, the setae and parapodia are helpful in the movement. So, they are the locomotor organs. Setae and parapodia are the locomotor organs for these kind of segmented worms. Here, the sexes may be separate or even in some cases it is united. If both male and female organs are present in the same body, those kind of organisms are said to be hermaphrodite. This we discussed in the previous class. Okay, for this phylum Annelida, example leech, earthworm and Nereis. So this Nereis, earthworm and leech are all coming under phylum Annelida. Can you notice these organisms have got segments. Segments are what? The lines. Can you notice the lines? These are segmented worms. The body is completely has got divisions over it, segments over it. So example for phylum Annelida, Nereis, earthworm and leech. Next, let us discuss about phylum Arthropoda. Arthropoda are the organisms or animals which have joint legs. This Arthropoda is the largest phylum of the animal kingdom. All the varieties of insects come under this Arthropoda. Arthros means jointed. Pods mean feet. So Arthropoda means the insects which are having joint feet. So again I tell you, this is the largest phylum in the animal kingdom, which includes familiar forms such as crabs, spider, mites, millipedes, centipedes, etc. The main characteristics of the Arthropoda having compound eyes. Very important characteristic of this Arthropoda is having compound eyes. What is compound eyes? It's a special type of eye that is all the insects are having lot of little eyes over the body, but the image will be poor, but the view is very large. That is the compound eyes. And segmented body. The body has got segments. It is divided into head, thorax, abdomen. And the circulatory system is open type. Open type of circulatory system. The body cavity is completely filled with the hemolymph. Hemolymph is a blood present in the insects. That is hemolymph. The blood does not flow in the blood vessels. Normally, in our body, the blood is flowing in the blood vessels, but in insects, this phylum Arthropoda, in this kind of arthropods, the blood does not flow in the blood vessels. It simply circulates throughout the body. So the body cavity is filled with hemolymph. The body cavity is filled with hemolymph. And here the excretion occurs through the Malpighian tubules or green glands. And the respiration, about respiration I want to tell you, this kind of organism respires through the body surface, gills or even by trachea. Trachea is what? Air tubes present in the body. So the respiration is possible with the gills or body surface or even with the trachea. And these organisms have got a hard body covering called exoskeleton. So the organisms which is having hard outer skeleton is called exoskeleton. This exoskeleton is made up of chitin and is shed periodically as the animal grows. So this chitin periodically it gets shed and it grows. The casting off and regrowing of the exoskeleton is called molting. So this casting, that means the removal as well as regrowing of this exoskeleton is called molting. So this exoskeleton is made up of what? Chitin. So all kind of these insects have got exoskeleton. That is, the skeleton is present externally, not internally. Okay, and the special characteristic of this phylum Arthropoda are having hard outer body covering called exoskeleton, specialized mouth part. What is specialized mouth part? This insect has special kind of mouth, that is having pair of mandibles, one on each side of the head. So this insect uses his mandibles to masticate the food, cut and tear the food, even crush and chew the food with the help of the special kind of mouth, the pair of mandibles which is present in both the side of the head of the insect, helps in chewing the food. Okay, all these kind of organisms, that is Arthropoda, have got special exoskeleton, and some kind of organisms are having calcium carbonate. Few species, this exoskeleton is made up of calcium carbonate. It is non-expandable. As the organism grows, they shed their skeleton so that it can be replaced by the new one. This process is called molting. And next, these organisms are found in all types of habitat. Okay, they show the great variety of adaptation. About 84% of all these species of animals or the mammals, about 84% species are made up of what? Yeah, they all belong to phylum Arthropoda. And the body is segmented into 3 regions: head, thorax and abdomen. Okay, they are attached to each other by the help of cuticle. The body is covered by chitin. There are several pairs of appendages. They are triploblastic, having joint limbs. The body cavity is filled with blood, which is white in color. That is already I told you. It is filled with hemolymph. Hemolymph is white in color. They varies in structure. Some are worm-like and some are flying insects. Yes, these insects have got Malpighian tubules which can filter the nitrogenous wastages from the body. Okay, and the main characteristic of the phylum Arthropoda are exoskeleton, that means the outer covering of the insect are made up of exoskeleton. It is chitin. Okay, then all these organisms have got joint leg, segmented body, compound eyes and specialized mouth. Already we discussed what is compound eyes. The eyes of this insect are having the poor image but large view, having different that is lot of little eyes over the body, that is compound eyes. Specialized mouth means a pair of mandibles which all the insects have in each side of the head. So these are the special characteristics of phylum Arthropoda. So in today's class we have discussed about phylum Aschelminthes, that is roundworm, phylum Annelida, that is segmented worm, and phylum Arthropoda, animals with joint legs. Thank you.